Hello and welcome to your practice. Today we have a 1-hour yin yoga flow, deep stretch for the whole body. This practice is aimed to stretch into the body's deep fascia and connective tissues, providing you with a greater mobility, flexibility, as well as releasing tensions. We're going to get started right away. So go ahead and get your mat and come to sit in a comfortable cross-legged posture. Feel free to sit up on a blanket or a bolster if you have. You want to see that your spine lengthens upward, shoulders can be relaxed, sit bones in contact with the floor. Close the eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale. And as you inhale next, just aware of the moment, aware of the body, aware of the breath. And in your mind, just say, I give myself permission to relax. I give my body permission to release and let go. Take a deep breath in. Spine nice and long, sit tall through the top of the head. As you exhale, relax the shoulders, sit bones in contact with the floor. We'll begin a simple breathing practice, the yogic breath. I'm going to start by breathing into the belly, and then breathe into the chest. Breathe up into the collarbones. And then exhale from the chest. Empty the breath completely from the belly. Inhale. Fill up the belly. Fill up the lungs. And then exhale from the chest. Exhale from the belly. We'll do this a few more times. Inhale. Fill up the belly. Chest. Collarbones, and then slowly exhale from the chest and the belly. Empty the breath completely. Inhale into the belly, the chest, and then exhale out from the chest, out from the belly. One last time. Inhale. Fill up completely. And then exhale from the chest, from the belly. Just let the breath return to normal. Once again, awareness on the breath. Awareness of how the body feels. Notice the feelings, the sensations that arise in the body with the breath. Now gently open the eyes. Move very slowly. We're going to come onto the belly. Prop yourself up on your forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. Allow the hips and the belly to be in contact with the floor, keeping the neck relaxed. You're gently pressing down into the forearms and gently lifting the chest up. Feel the breath in the belly against the floor. Notice the feelings and sensations that you feel in the low back. Maybe a little bit of compression. Consciously breathing into that space. Allow the body to soften. Slow, steady breath. Notice the breath. Notice the body. Allow the body to soften. We're coming towards the second half of our time in this pose. So if you would like to go a little bit deeper, you're welcome to straighten up the arms, press up into the hands, and come into seal pose. Now again, this is optional. You can stay down with the elbows on the mat or elbows straight. Shoulders drawing down away from the ears, chest lifting up, neck relaxed. Soften the pelvis, relax the low back. Even if you might feel a bit of sensation there, see if you can release. Soften, let go, instead of tightening and holding on. Breathe. Steady breath. And notice the body in the pose. And notice the breath. Release and let go. Begin to slowly let the elbows come down to the mat. Take them out to the side and very slowly, gently bring the forehead down to the floor. Bring the palms on either side of the chest and press yourself up. Move slowly. We make our way into child's pose, hips towards the feet. Go ahead and let the head drop, resting on the mat or on your arms. Take a deep breath. Breathe into the back body. Breathe into the spine, the low back, and the middle back. Exhale, release, relax the chest and the belly down. Gently lift the head. We're going to walk the hands over towards the right side. Left hand will rest on top of the right palm, getting to a little bit of a side bend. Feel the stretch on the left side. As you exhale, we're going to gently take that over to the left side. Walk the hands over, right palm over the left. Release and feel, breathe into the stretch on the right side body, the hip, the waist, the chest. And now walk your hands back to center. Come up onto hands and knees. We're going to move into dragon pose. Step your right foot forward. If you like, you can take a little padding underneath the left knee. You can stay up, fingers on the floor. You can take blocks underneath the hands, or bring your hands, let them rest on top of the thigh. The legs are active, so we're pressing firmly down into the floor. Chest lifts up, keeping your balance and your stability. You can interlace the hands behind the back with straight arms, or hold opposite elbows, so you can choose where your hands will be today. Can you soften into the hips, especially the front of the left hip? Sink down. Feel that sensation. Allow the body to move in towards that feeling. Neck relaxed. Eyes can be closed. See if you can keep the body still and find that same steady breath. Not too fast, not too slow. Feel the body in the pose. Notice the breath. We release the hands on either sides of the foot. Shift your hips back, straighten out your right leg. It doesn't have to be completely straight, a little bend in the knee is all right. But bring the hips back, and now we're getting into the hamstrings here. Just enough pressure in the hips moving backwards to feel that stretch in the hamstrings. And then focus on the release, focus on the breath. Find that same steady inhale and exhale. Soften. Breathe into the back of the right leg. Notice the feelings, notice the sensations. Steady breath. Stay with it. Resist the urge to move or adjust. Slowly bend back into your right leg, and we take both hands on the inside of the right foot. You can stay here with straight arms or come down onto the elbows. Another option is to roll onto the outside of the right foot and let the right knee open out to the side. So find where you'd like to stay today. Not too easy, not too difficult. Where you can stay still, stay connected to the steady breath. Allow the body to soften, to open. And let the body move towards that sensation. Our natural reaction is to pull away from it, to stop ourselves from going deeper. And gently press yourself up. Take both hands on either sides of the foot. tuck the back toes. We'll come into plank pose. Just activating the core for 3 breaths. Find steadiness in the posture, steadiness in the breath. On your next exhale, let the knees lower down all the way to the floor. Chest lowers down, palms on either side of the chest. Inhale, lift up into cobra, and exhale, slowly lower. Once again, inhale, lift up. You decide how deep you want to go. And then slow exhale, lower forehead back down. Gentle movement, inhale, lift up. Slow and easy, exhale, lower. Tuck the toes once again, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. We'll pedal out the legs, very slowly, gently bend one knee at a time, pressing one heel towards the floor, and then the other. As you exhale, bring the knees back down to the floor. We're going to take the whole sequence on the left side. Step the left leg forward. Find your balance and your stability so the legs are active. Whichever position you did with your hands on the first side, use the same arm positions this time around. So while the legs are active, the chest is gently lifting up, neck relaxed. Allow the hips to soften. Especially that right hip. Let the right hip move down towards the floor. Just kind of let it go and release. And this will make the feeling, the sensation more intense. But see if you can stay with it. Soften. Let the hips drop. Connect back with your breath. Steadiness of breath. Slowly release, move slowly. Bring the palms on either side to the foot, and then take your hips back. Coming into a half split, lengthened left leg, toes draw towards you. And the leg doesn't have to be completely straight, but just find that spot where you like to stay and settle. Lowering the belly towards the thigh. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. And then allow it to soften. Find your breath. Same easy, steady breath. And slowly shift the hips forward, bending back into the left knee. both hands, the inside of the left foot. And again, you can stay up with your arms straight, come down onto your elbows. Another option to roll onto the outside of the left foot and allowing the knee to open out to the side. Make this practice your own. So find what your body needs today. You don't have to push yourself into any certain position. Just feel. And when your body is ready, you will know. Once you found your place, find your breath. Consciously relaxing and letting go. Release. Where do you feel this sensation? Bring more release to those spaces. Use the breath. I'm going to slowly press it back up onto your hands. Walk the foot back to center, tuck the toes, step back. We find plank once again. 3 breaths, strong body. Press the floor away from you. See if you can still find that ease and steadiness. Then lower the knees and lower the chest, everything to the floor. Inhale, gently press up into cobra. And as you exhale, nice slow movement down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, pressing up into cobra. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Feel the movement in the spine. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up into downward facing dog once again. We're going to walk out the feet, bending one knee at a time. And then both knees together. Lift the hips up. Bend the knees. Come into child's pose. Take a little pause. Notice how the body feels. Steady breath. Feel yourself in this moment. I give myself permission to release. I give myself permission to let go. Allow the body to soften. We're going to come back up onto the hands and knees. We'll take a puppy stretch, walk the hands forward. Begin to slowly lower the chest and the head down towards the floor. And it doesn't have to touch. You can also rest your forehead on a block. But let the belly soften, let the chest melt down towards the floor. Steady breath. Feel the body in the pose. Consciously release the chest towards the floor. Just let it soften. We're going to take thread the needle. Moving your left hand underneath the shoulder. Now we'll move into thread the needle. Taking your left hand over to the right. Head resting on the floor. Breathe into this little twist in the upper body. Feel the stretch around the outside of the left shoulder and arm. Notice your spine. And notice your breath. Find the same steady breathing. Soften the upper back. Steady breath. We're going to slowly release. Come back to center just for a moment. Let the chest melt down in puppy pose. And then lift up halfway. This time sliding the right arm underneath to the left side. Bring the right shoulder down and feel the stretch. Take a deep breath in. Allow the back and the spine to expand. Feeling the right shoulder. Feeling that stretch, that sensation. Slowly coming up, pressing yourself back up, back onto the hands and knees. Do some very gentle, slow cat-cow stretches. Inhale, the belly drops, chest lifts. As you exhale, tailbone tucks, lift the upper back. Just moving in and out with the breath. Curling the spine. Arching the back. Next time you exhale, we're going to move all the way back into child's pose. Hips towards the feet, forehead to the floor. From here you have an option to take tadpole, which the feet will stay together and the knees will open wide, so like a wide-legged child's pose. And if this feels good for you, stay. And if you don't feel enough of a stretch, you can take the frog pose. Feel free again to take a blanket underneath the knees. Open out the knees. They'll probably go wider than your mat. Heels in line with the knees. Please put cushioning under the knees if you need it. Find a place where you can stay. And let the hips soften. Let the upper body soften. Find that same steadiness of breath. Breathe into the areas where you feel the most sensation. Use the breath to soften, to release, to let go. If you notice yourself tensing, consciously allow the body to let go. I allow my body to release. I allow my body to let go. Steady breath. Not too long, not too short. Notice the body in this moment. Notice how the breath affects the body. Very gently, slowly, press yourself back up. Bring your legs in together. We're going to come and sit on the heels. Take a short rebound. Keep the body still. Feel the body. Feel the effects of the practice. Feel the energy in the body. Notice the breath. Breathe in deeply into all the parts of our body that we've stretched and relaxed. Go ahead and open the eyes now. We're going to come forward onto the hands and the knees. Now begin to set yourself up for the sleeping swan. Right knee over to the right hand. Settle into your hips. You can also take a figure 4 deer variation here. If pigeon doesn't feel right for you, we'll find where you want to stay. You want to feel a nice stretch in the right glute, the right thigh and hip. You can keep yourself up on the elbows, or go ahead and release the head to the floor. wherever it is easiest for you to relax and to let go. Don't worry how it looks. Tune into how the pose feels. Breathe into the body in the pose. Use the breath to allow the body to relax. I allow my body to let go. I allow my body to release. Steady breath. Deep inhale, long exhale. Not too long, not too short. Slowly come up, sit over onto the right hip and bring that left leg around to the front. Left leg will be straight. Bend the right knee and bring the foot up in towards the body. And then we take a forward fold. You can fold right down to the center or over the left leg. We're not trying to bring the body down. Just let it hang and release wherever it is. You can rest the hands on either side of the leg or on the inside. Can you soften the right thigh and knee? Soften the back of the left leg. Soften the belly and the chest. And once again, connect to the breath. Steady, deep breathing. Gently press yourself back up. Cross the ankles. Bring the hands in front of you. Come onto all fours. And then find your sleeping swan on the left side. Bring the left knee towards the left hand and lower down, belly, chest towards the floor. And whatever variation you did on the first side, do again to this side. You can take figure 4 with the legs. Support yourself on the elbows. Lower the forehead to the mat or to a block. You choose. You find the place that you can stay, that you can feel enough of a stretch. At the same time, you're able to release and relax. Not doing too much, not doing too little. Breathe in deeply and use your exhale to settle and relax. Once again, finding that steadiness of breath. Begin to slowly come up, press up onto your hands, bring your right leg forward, right leg is straight, bend the left knee, foot up in towards the body, and find our forward fold here over the right leg. And whatever variation you did to the first side, do it again. And then breathing deeply, allow the body to relax into the pose as you exhale. Don't worry so much about what you look like. Just notice and feel the body in the pose. Feel the pose working in the body. Feel the breath working in the body. Gently press yourself back up. Take both legs in front of you. We're going to lower down onto your back. Move slowly. Bring both knees up in toward the chest. Gently wrap your hands around your knees and rock very gentle, easy from one side to the other. And release the feet back down to the floor. Just for a moment, lift the hips up and move them over to the left a little bit. And lift the knees up and then bring them over to the right. Your left arm can extend out to the side. Let your right hand rest on your legs. Look over to the left hand. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allow the body to twist. Feel the twist in the spine. Release, relax, and soften. I allow my body to let go. Gently release, bring the knees back to center, feet down to the mat. Just lift the hips and gently move them over to the right side. Then draw the knees back up and let them come down to the left. Right arm extends out. Left arm can gently rest on the tops of the knees. Settling into the twist on this side. Deep breath in. Exhale, release into the twist. Upper back relaxed. Hips, legs relaxed. Feel the spine. Notice the breath. Slow, steady breath. And gently release. We come back to center. Come into our last pose, happy baby. So you have an option, just to hold on to the tops of the knees open to the sides. Or if you have it available, you can reach on the insides of the legs, holding on to the outsides of the feet. Maybe very gently rocking from side to side. And gently releasing the feet. Moving into Shavasana. Extend the legs out. Take as much space as you need to. Feet opening to the sides. Arms relaxed, palms face upward. And surrendering the body completely to gravity. Surrendering yourself completely to the floor beneath you. Feel the body. Feel the energy moving through the body. Feel the body after your practice. Noticing maybe some changes. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body. Notice the gentle rise and fall in the belly and the chest as you breathe in and out. Notice the effect that the breath has in the body. Feel the openness and the space that you've created throughout this practice. Breathe into the center of the chest and exhale, release. Breathe in deeply, then open the mouth and exhale. Keeping the body still. Can you relax the body a little bit more deeply? Feet are heavy and relaxed. Legs are heavy and relaxed. The arms are heavy and relaxed. The head is heavy and relaxed. The upper back, chest is heavy. And the pelvis is heavy. Surrender the weight of the body to the floor. Forehead relaxed. Jaw relaxed. Breath relaxed. Notice the feeling in your body right at this moment. Completely still, completely surrendered. Not doing anything, just being. Experience the moment. Take it all in. Feel as many feelings, sensations, experiences that you can in this one moment. All the sensations on the skin, all the sensations inside, the breath, the sounds. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, begin to bring a little bit of movement into the hands, into the feet. Extend the arms up overhead and give yourself a nice big stretch. Roll over onto one side and gently press yourself up, coming into any comfortable seated posture. Eyes are closed, palms come to join. Take a deep breath in. Take a moment just to feel gratitude for your practice, for your body, for your breath. And that brings us to the end of our practice. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again. Have a great day.